Beamy, 25, Masters in Sociology with focus on gender dynamics. Thesis literally called Ghosting as Female Empowerment, Reclaiming Agency in Digital Dating. Run Instagram account with 12K followers posting about boundaries and self-worth. Preach about how women don't owe men explanations. Always believed ghosting was self-defense. Guy shows red flag. Ghost him. Conversation gets boring? Ghost. You don't vibe? Ghost. Your mental health comes first. Queen behavior. Post weekly reminders. You never have to justify why someone isn't right for you. Silence is a complete sentence. Protect your energy at all costs. Get hundreds of comments agreeing. Yasss Queen. Preach. Men need to learn boundaries. Feel validated every time. Tuesday night. Scrolling through Feminist TikTok. See video about girl who ghosted guy after 3 great dates because he said, "No worries," instead of "no problem." Comments full of support. Trust your intuition. Better safe than sorry. Something feels off, but can't place it. Thursday, having coffee with my brother Jake. He's 27, works in marketing, pretty decent human. Never been problematic. Complaining about dating again. Says he's confused about modern dating rules. Every conversation just ends randomly. No explanation, no closure. Just silence. Roll my eyes. Tell him maybe he's giving women the ick without realizing it. He pulls out his phone. Shows me his last 5 conversations. All seem normal. Good banter, shared interests, plans being made. Then just nothing. Look closer. One girl was laughing at his jokes, asking about his weekend plans. Last message from her, "Can't wait," about their coffee date. Then radio silence for 2 weeks. Ask him what happened. He shrugs. Says nothing. She just disappeared. Feel weird flutter of confusion. Show me another. Girl named Emma. They bonded over hiking, shared photos from trails. Made plans to hike together. She said she was excited. Then vanished. Jake messaged once to check if she was okay. No response. Blocked him on Instagram. Ask him what his friends think. He laughs bitterly. Says this is everyone's experience now. Guys just accept that women will disappear without warning. His friend got ghosted after the woman said she loved his cooking. Mid-conversation about meal planning. Poof. Another friend ghosted after saying he was close with his family. Apparently that's a red flag now. Start feeling uncomfortable. These aren't red flags. These are normal human traits. Weekend comes. Decide to investigate. Text my group chat. What was the last reason you ghosted someone? Responses flood in immediately. Sarah. He used too many exclamation points. Seemed desperate. Mia. Said he enjoyed our conversation. Too eager. Jessica. Asked what I was looking for. Too serious too fast. Emma. Texted me good morning. Clingy vibes. Sophie. His laugh was weird in his voice note. Just no. Stare at my phone. These aren't red flags. These are people being people. Ask follow-up. But did you tell them why? Universal response. LOL no. Don't owe them anything. Feel sinking sensation in stomach. Monday. Can't stop thinking about it. Decide to look deeper. Ask Jake if he has other examples. He shows me his group chat with college friends. Screenshots everywhere. All variations of the same story. Good conversations that just end. One guy sharing. She said I seemed really sweet, and she was looking forward to seeing me. That was Wednesday. It's Sunday now. Another. 3 weeks of daily texting. Inside jokes. She sent me songs. Then nothing. Like I imagined the whole thing. Third. Asked her how her presentation went because she mentioned being nervous about it. Apparently caring about her life was too much. These are thoughtful guys. Remembering details, asking follow-ups, showing genuine interest. Getting punished for it. Ask Jake how it affects him psychologically. He gets quiet. Says he second-guesses every message now. Writes and deletes texts for 30 minutes, trying not to seem too eager or too distant. Says sometimes he doesn't message at all because he assumes he'll just get ghosted anyway. Feel pang of something. Guilt? Shame? Remember my own ghosting history. David, who remembered my coffee order. Ghosted because attention felt suffocating. Michael, who asked thoughtful questions about my research. Ghosted because conversations felt too intellectual. Chris, who shared funny memes that matched my humor. Ghosted because I decided he wasn't serious enough. None of these were red flags. I just didn't feel like explaining myself. Tuesday night, deep dive research mode. Not for academic purposes. Personal reckoning. Find studies about ghosting's psychological impact. PTSD-like symptoms in people who get repeatedly abandoned. Attachment issues. Depression. Anxiety about forming new connections. Read Reddit threads in men's dating forums. Guys describing months of good conversations that just end. Some say they've stopped trying to date because the rejection feels too arbitrary. One post stops me cold. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'm kind. I listen. I remember things she tells me. But every woman just disappears. Starting to think I'm fundamentally unlovable. This guy has 847 upvotes and hundreds of comments from men sharing similar experiences. Another post. She told me I was the first guy to ask about her goals and dreams. We talked for hours about her art. Then she blocked me. I'll never understand women. Feel sick reading this. These men aren't bad guys. They're just confused and hurt. Start recognizing pattern. Women are ghosting men for caring too much, not caring enough, being too available, being too busy, showing interest, not showing enough interest. There's literally no safe way to be male in dating right now. Wednesday, bring this up with my feminist book club. Tell them about Jake's experiences and the research I found. Immediate pushback. Men are just manipulating you. This is classic victim mentality. Women's safety matters more than men's feelings. But safety from what? From guys who remember your coffee order? Try to explain that some of these ghosting examples seem cruel. Get accused of centering men's emotions over women's autonomy. Feel frustrated. Since when is basic human decency about centering someone's emotions? Leave book club early. First time ever. That evening, scroll through my old Instagram posts. See one from last month. Normalize disappearing on men who don't serve you. Your time is precious. They'll survive. It has 2,000 likes. But now it feels sociopathic. What if they don't survive? What if constant rejection without explanation breaks something in them? Thursday, Jake texts me article about rising suicide rates in young men. Says dating rejection is listed as contributing factor. Feel cold reading it. Remember joking about male fragility when guys complained about being ghosted. But what if it's not fragility? What if it's just human response to repeated abandonment? Friday night, out with girlfriends. They're sharing ghosting stories like war victories. Ghosted this guy because he said my name too much. Disappeared on someone because his texting style changed. Blocked a guy because he complimented my intelligence before my looks. Everyone laughing. I'm just sitting there thinking about Jake's friend who got ghosted for caring about her presentation. Ask them, do you think we're being too harsh? Get immediate side eyes. Don't tell me you're going soft on men. They've had it easy forever. Let them struggle. But struggling and being needlessly cruel are different things. Saturday morning, decide to experiment. Go through my DMs. Find thoughtful messages I've ignored from decent-seeming guys. Start responding. Not because I'm interested romantically, just to see what happens when you don't ghost. First guy, Tom. Messaged me about book recommendation 3 weeks ago. Reply apologizing for delay. Answer his question. He lights up immediately. Says he thought I was ignoring him. Thanks me for responding. We have nice conversation about literature. When I'm done chatting, I tell him honestly. This was fun, but I'm not looking to date right now. Hope you find someone great. He responds, thank you for telling me directly. That never happens. Hope you're well. Feel weird paying. Thank you for basic human decency shouldn't be necessary. Second guy, Alex. Asked about my hiking photos. Ignored him for 2 weeks. Reply with trail recommendations. He's grateful. Shares his own favorite spots. Normal, pleasant conversation. When it winds down naturally, I say, thanks for the chat. I'm not on here for dating, but you seem lovely. He says, I really appreciate you saying that instead of just disappearing. Made my day honestly. Made his day? Because I didn't ghost him. The bar is literally on the floor. Spend weekend responding to more ignored messages. Same pattern every time. Guys grateful for any acknowledgement, even rejection. Start to understand the psychological damage we're doing. These men aren't entitled to our time, but they are entitled to basic human dignity. Ghosting isn't empowerment. It's just normalized cruelty. Sunday night, long conversation with Jake. Tell him about my messaging experiment. He says most guys would prefer honest rejection over silence. At least then they know it's over and can move on. Ask him what ghosting does to his mental state. He thinks for a long time. Says it makes him feel invisible. Like his thoughts and feelings don't matter enough to warrant even a not interested text. Says it makes him paranoid in new conversations. Constantly wondering when this person will disappear too. Says it makes him feel like there's something fundamentally wrong with him that he can't see, but women can immediately detect. My heart breaks listening to this. Monday, start changing my social media messaging. Post about communication over ghosting. Get immediate backlash. Pick me behavior. Male sympathizer. Internalized misogyny. But watching my brother's confidence crumble from repeated ghosting doesn't feel like internalized misogyny. It feels like basic empathy. Delete the critics. Keep posting about kindness and dating. Tuesday, match with guy named Ryan on app, one barely use. Has good conversation starter about my travel photos. Old me would have ignored if I wasn't immediately interested. New me responds. We chat for few days. He's funny, smart, respectful. Not my type romantically, but good human. Instead of ghosting when conversation naturally winds down, I say, you're really great, but I don't think we're a romantic match. Wishing you luck. He responds immediately, wow. Thank you for being direct. That's so rare. You're awesome too. Feel good about this interaction instead of guilty. Week later, see post in Feminist group. PSA. You don't owe men closure. Ghosting is self-care. Stop feeling guilty for protecting your peace. Comment. Maybe we can protect our peace and treat people with basic respect? Get 47 angry reactions and 3 supportive ones. One supporter DMs me. Thank you for saying this. I've been thinking the same thing, but afraid to speak up. Another. My brother almost killed himself after getting ghosted by someone he really cared about. We need to talk about this. Realize I'm not alone in questioning our ghosting culture. Start thread on my Instagram. Unpopular opinion. Ghosting someone mid-conversation without reason isn't empowerment. It's just unkind. Lose 200 followers immediately. Gain 500 new ones. Comments split between outrage and relief. Lots of men sharing stories about how ghosting affected them. Women admitting they felt bad about ghosting but thought they were supposed to. One comment from woman. I ghosted a guy who was perfect on paper because I was scared of commitment. Told myself it was because he was too eager. Really, I was just cowardly and hurt a good person. Another. Reading these comments made me realize how casual I've been about ghosting. Going to be more direct going forward. Feel like I'm starting necessary conversation. Jake texts me week later. Says he went on date with someone who actually communicates when she's not interested instead of disappearing. Says it's refreshing to date someone who treats him like a human being. Think about how low the bar has gotten. Treating someone like human being is now exceptional. Month after changing my approach, reflecting on everything I've learned. Ghosting isn't feminist. It's just mean. We've confused boundaries with cruelty. Real empowerment is being direct about what you want and don't want, not leaving people wondering what they did wrong. Men aren't entitled to our time or interest, but they are entitled to basic respect as human beings. The mental health crisis in young men is partly our responsibility. We've normalized treating them as disposable. Still believe in women's rights and autonomy. But now I also believe in treating people with dignity regardless of gender. Jake tells me he's in relationship now with someone from that date. Says she's everything he hoped for, partly because she communicates instead of vanishing. Feel happy for him. Also sad that communication is now a rare and precious trait in dating. Start speaking at feminist events about responsible rejection. Get mixed reactions, but creating dialogue. Some women change their ghosting habits after hearing these perspectives. Others double down on, we don't owe men anything. But owing and basic decency aren't the same thing. Final realization. We can reject people without rejecting their humanity. I'm not interested, but hope you find someone great. Takes 30 seconds to type. Those 30 seconds might save someone's mental health. Might restore their faith in human kindness. Might prevent them from becoming bitter toward women. It's such a small thing with such big impact. Now I practice what I preach. Direct but kind. Honest but respectful. Haven't ghosted anyone in 3 months. Relationships with everyone in my life improved. Turns out treating people well makes you feel better about yourself too. Who would have thought? Still feminist. Just kinder feminist now. The two aren't mutually exclusive.